Hello everyone, and welcome back to Cosmetic World, your trusted resource for hair color tips and tutorials. I'm Josh, and in today's tutorial, we're going to be running through how to properly mix and apply the much loved Wella Color Touch for salon quality results every time. So let's get started. Throughout this tutorial, we will be going through what Wella Color Touch is, how it works, and who the ideal client is for this demi-permanent hair color system. If you're looking for tone precision and multi-dimensional results, then Wella Color Touch could be the perfect option for you and your clients. Before we move on, I'd like to quickly touch on Cosmetic World's disclaimer. Cosmetic World's tutorials are for information purposes only, therefore we accept no liability for any of the outcomes that happen when you use these techniques or these products. Always consult a professional first if you're not sure, just to ensure that you're using them safely and accurately. Okay, now let's get back to the video. Color Touch is an ammonia-free oxidative hair color system. It's designed to offer a gentle formulation, as well as a brilliant shine and tonal accuracy. This makes it ideal for refreshing color or blending first grey outgrowth. It's also part of the Wella Professionals hair color system family, which means that it works seamlessly with other Wella hair color lines, such as Koleston Perfect, albeit with softer, more translucent results for your hair than Koleston's permanent hair color system. The result that you end up with is multi-dimensional tone with natural movement, without the commitment of a permanent hair dye. Now let's quickly run over the key reasons why you might adopt Wella Color Touch as an everyday use in your salon. The ammonia-free formulation means a more gentle oxidative process, meaning it's more protective of the scalp and causes less irritation for your clients. This is ideal for clients who have frequent color services but want to reduce their exposure to harsh chemicals. Color Touch is infused with light color complex technology. This enhances light reflection and gives the hair an almost glass-like appearance to it, which is very popular with clients. It's ideal for enhancing your natural color, correcting tone after lightening, or refreshing faded lengths. And it achieves all of this without the harsh demarcation that you often get from using a permanent hair color. Whilst Wella Color Touch only offers 70% grey coverage instead of 100% offered by most permanent hair color solutions, its soft, natural and balanced look is ideal for blending in grey hairs with your natural hair color for a more believable finish. Think of it more as a tone equalizer, ideal for clients who are transitioning to using hair colors for the first time, especially if they're slightly skeptical about using hair dyes because they want their hair to look natural. Wella Color Touch is the perfect answer to this, as it gives very natural looking results. Another key feature of Wella Color Touch is its incredibly fast processing times, which tend to be around 20 minutes. This makes it ideal for express salon services, especially when you've got a queue waiting and lots of clients to get through, as people are busy and just want to get it done as quickly as possible, allowing you to get through more clients than you traditionally would with a permanent hair color solution. In summary, Wella Color Touch is ideal for colorists who want flexibility, but without compromising on the quality of the finish for their clients. It's also ideal for glazing or toning on pre-lightened hair. Because it's low in alkalinity and ammonia-free, it's ideal for clients with fine or porous hair or those who color their hair frequently. Its balanced pH formula reduces irritation on the scalp and redness during and after application, which is ideal for clients who are more conscious of the impact of using chemicals. The low pH also minimizes disruption to the scalp's natural barrier and the hair cuticle. This helps to lock in color more effectively and makes for a more gentle, comfortable experience for the client in the salon. Now let's move on to the correct mixing ratios and developer selection for Wella Color Touch, so you can get the best color application possible for your hair. The standard mixing ratio for Wella Color Touch is 1 part hair color to 2 parts developer. Wella Color Touch hair colors come in 2-ounce servings, which means that you'll need 4 ounces of your developer to ensure that you're matching this 1:2 scale ratio and getting the results that you're looking for every time. Now let's briefly touch on the 2 different developer strengths that you can use with Wella Color Touch, depending on the application and the results that you're looking for. Wella Color Touch mixes best with its intensive emulsion, which I have currently in my hand. In this range, there is a 1.9% or 6 volume intensive emulsion, and this is ideal for subtle toning and root to end finishes. There is also a 4% or 13 volume developer that you can use, which I'm currently holding, and this is ideal for more vibrancy, stronger tone deposit, and grey blending. Now let's move on to why you perhaps might choose Wella Color Touch over Koleston, and which hair color system works better in different scenarios, because we know that our needs change over time and not everything is always stable, so it's good to have some flexibility and wiggle room within the Wella Professional hair color system range. Color Touch is perfect if you want something that's lower commitment, a slightly softer tone, but still a lovely, rich, radiant color. It also prioritizes hair health first, so it's slightly less harsh on your hair. If you're looking for full grey coverage, then obviously Koleston Perfect would be the better option of the two. One option is to go permanent at the roots using Koleston Perfect, and then use Color Touch at the mid-lengths and ends to still give you that vibrancy, but less permanency and harshness on the hair. This method will protect and preserve your hair health, whilst enhancing your shine and tone, which is the best of both worlds. There are 4 different key colour categories in the Wella Color Touch range, and we're going to run through those now. All of these colours are fully intermixable across the range, allowing you to create custom colour combinations that suit your style and taste. There are pure natural tones, and these are ideal for balanced grey coverage. There are rich naturals, and these are ideal for rich depth and shine results. There are also vibrant red colours for intense colour applications, as well as deep brown shades for a more polished, elegant look for your hair. You're going to need some specific tools which will allow you to carry out this successfully, so let's go over those now. Firstly, you're going to need some professional weighing scales. Today we're going to be using the Babyliss Pro, as they're very reliable and great for accuracy. You will also need a non-metallic mixing bowl to mix your developer with your hair colour. We always use a non-metallic mixing bowl just to ensure that we don't interfere with the chemistry of a hair colour mixture, which will lead to results that we won't want. You also want a set of protective gloves, just in case you get some mixture on your first pair. You might want to keep a second pair handy, but the choice is up to you. You will also need a mixing whisk to allow you to mix your developer with your hair colour to the right consistency that will allow full saturation of your hair when you come to apply, which you'll be doing with a tint brush once your mixture is ready. You will also need a measuring cup so you can measure out the right amount of developer that you will need. Something else that I would recommend is marking out with a Sharpie on the side of your measuring cup the amount of developer that you need to mix with your hair colour before pouring. Whilst we'll be weighing the amount of developer, it's also good just as you're pouring to avoid wastage, just to have the marking there, and it's just a visual guideline to help you get the right amount of developer into your cup. I would also recommend a small piece of tissue just to wipe any spillages that might occur during the process. I would also recommend using the timer app on your phone so that you can accurately track your processing times and ensure the best results. Now let's move into the full mixing process of Wella Color Touch demi-permanent hair color system. Let's start by placing our protective gloves on. Sometimes it's good to keep a second pair of protective gloves handy, just in case you get a spillage on the first. You've got a second to keep things efficient and moving on, especially at busy days in the salon. Now that we've got our protective gloves on, let's move on to measuring out our developer. So we previously mentioned that Wella Color Touch measures at a 1:2 ratio. Today we're going to be using the 4-5, which is a medium brown red violet, as our hair colour choice, as well as a 4% or 13 volume developer, which is the stronger of the 2 developers that are typically used with Wella Color Touch. As our hair colour is in 2 ounces, to ensure that our mixing ratio is correct, we're going to need 4 ounces of developer. That gives us our 1:2 scale ratio. So let's measure out our developer first. As I mentioned previously, you can mark on your beaker exactly where you need to measure to. Our scale will tell us when we reach 4 ounces, but the guideline just helps us along the way and ensures that we don't waste any developer. So let's move on to that now. So we can place our beaker on our scale with the mark clearly showing at the back. Let's just change ourselves from grams to ounces. That's great. So now we're on 0. So we know that we've got our marking there, so we can pour quite fluidly to begin with and just slow it down. Once you get to about 3, slow it down. Okay, almost there. Perfect. Now we have our 4 ounces of developer. Now let's move on to mixing the developer with our hair colour. As I mentioned before, we're going to be using a 4/5 or a medium brown red violet as our hair colour choice today. So let's get started. This is from the Vibrant Reds range. So we can just open the top of the tube. Okay, so initially just start squeezing. It's got a slight kind of gel paste texture to it. It may take you a while to empty the tube just because of the viscosity of the hair colour, but it's not a problem. Just takes a little bit of time. We're almost there. So you can start to press the top there and fold it. So you can just press and fold, and that will ensure that you get all of the hair colour out of the tube. continue to press and hold until all of the hair colour. That's it. Get the squeeze there as well. So keep pushing and turning. And when you get to the final, you can turn it on itself. And then really give it one last sort of a squeeze out. That should get everything out. And then you can always use your whisk and just swipe away the last little bit there. Okay, great. Now let's add in our developer. Okay, add that in. Just make sure you get everything from the edges as well. We don't want our ratios to be off, so it's really key that you kind of get every bit of developer that you can out of your measuring cup. Got there, we don't want anything left over, so that's great. So we can move that out of the way. And because we're working at a 1:2 scale ratio, it's really important that you ensure that you stir quite slowly to begin with, because it's going to be quite a fluid consistency to start off with. So if you stir quite slowly, you don't want to just hammer away at it too early. You don't want to go in too quickly, because then it's just going to go everywhere. So you just gently start to merge the two different things together. You start to merge the hair color into the developer. Nice and easy, nice and slow. It's not about speed at this point. Okay, so we're just starting to merge those quite nicely. Obviously quite a few lumps still in our mixture, but the key thing is just to continuously stir. That's it. You just keep stirring that. The consistency should look a little bit like this at this point, and then you can start to sort of speed up a little bit. Changing direction, it always helps just to break down those kind of lumpier bits of hair color. Okay, I feel like we're pretty much there. Yeah, that looks like the right kind of mixture, the right consistency that we're looking for. Nice and creamy. It's got a little bit of colour to it as well, which is great. Not too runny though, and not too thick. It's exactly how we want it, and will help you with a plethora of different techniques of application. What's good about Wella Color Touch is that you're not pigeonholed into one style of application. This is ideal for many different types of fluid application and kind of more precision application as well, as we still have some thickness there that will allow us to paint as well. Okay, let's move on to application techniques. Processing times for Wella Color Touch tend to be around 20 minutes for towel dried hair. We would always recommend to test your processing time doing a patch test first, just to ensure that you're going to get the results that you're looking for before applying the colour to your whole head. The gel cream-like consistency of your Wella Color Touch mixture is ideal for a range of different application types. These include full coverage of the hair, as well as precision techniques such as balayage or hand painting. It gives you full flexibility along the spectrum of different techniques to give the results that you're looking for as per your client's wishes, which is ideal in a very busy salon where accuracy is key every time. Once the processing of your Wella Color Touch is complete, rinse the hair thoroughly with lukewarm water until it runs clear. If you're looking for longer lasting shine from your Wella Color Touch application, use a pH balancing conditioner after rinsing the hair, and this will help to balance everything out and ensure that the colour stays as long as possible. Avoid using heat before or after your Wella Color Touch application, as it's designed for a controlled environment that's more room temperature to allow the colour to be absorbed as best as possible, and heat might affect this. Avoid using blow dryers and tongs within 48 hours of the hair colour application to get the best results. We hope you enjoyed today's tutorial going in depth on Wella Color Touch demi-permanent hair color system. Whether you're correcting tone, enhancing depth, or creating interesting color combinations, Color Touch is the perfect thing to have on your shelf. Your clients will love the fast processing time that it offers, only 20 minutes for an application and 30 minutes for grey coverage. This will allow them to be in and out of the salon before they know it, with a beautiful, stunning finish for their hair. If you have any questions about Wella Color Touch, please let us know in the comments below and we'll do our best to get back to you. And if there's a hair color system that you would like to see us do a tutorial about on Cosmetic World, then let us know in the comments and we'll see what we can do. To shop the full Wella Color Touch range, visit cosmeticworld.ca today, as well as other popular hair color lines, such as those by Schwarzkopf, L'Oreal and Redken. as well as a large range of hair color tools, developers, and hair care products. We also stock a range of K-beauty skincare. Why not pick up some Korean beauty skincare alongside your hair care products, as we offer both? Please visit us today at cosmeticworld.ca for a full range of these products. Also, check out our YouTube page for full tutorials on other popular hair color lines such as Red Ken Shades EQ and Wella Color Stone Perfect. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.